at Polynomials and Introduction. Consider zero constant, because zero constant is also the special case for the polynomial. We know x, 0 times x squared is 0, 0 times x cubed is 0, 0 times x to the fourth is 0, 0 times x to the 100th is also 0. So in this case, we don't know the degree of zero constant. Then we say the degree is undefined for zero constant. There are the non-zero constants, which are the special cases for polynomial. Note, x to the 0 is 1. It's not 0. X to the 0 is 1. So we know actually negative 1 times 1 or negative 1 times x to the 0 is actually negative 1. 3 equals 3 times 1 because x to the 0 is 1. 1 equals 1 times x to the 0. Again, x to the 0 is 1. So 1 times 1 is 1. Okay. In this case, for non-zero constants, the degree is 0. Okay, the degree is 0. Now, let's look at those special cases. You see, negative 4x, 5x, negative 1. We can review there is an exponent 1 above the x on the right-hand side, okay, on the shoulder. So in this case, we may say the degree of this kind of polynomial is 1. Okay? And then for negative 5t squared, you can see the exponent right here, 2. So then we say the degree is 2 for this kind of exponents. For 2y to the 7th, negative 6z to the 7th, in this case we say the degree is 7. There are some constants in front of variables. We call this kind of constants are coefficients. Like negative 4x, the coefficient of x is negative 4. 5x, the coefficient is 5. Negative x, the coefficient is negative 1. Because negative x means negative 1 times x. 5x means 5 times x. Negative 4x means negative 4 times x. Remember, it's multiplication, not addition. Here, negative 5t squared means negative 5 times t squared. And t squared, the coefficient is 1 because 1 times t squared is t squared. Okay? Here, the coefficient is negative 6, means negative 6 times z to the 7th. Here is 2 times y to the 7th. Now, let's look at the example. Find the value of the polynomial 1x equals negative 2. So here we have a couple of examples right here. Look, this is the polynomial x squared minus 3. The degree for x squared we know is 2. The degree for non-zero constant is 0. Since here the degree is 2, here the degree is 0, so the highest degree of this polynomial is 2. Then we say this polynomial with degree 2. Okay? Now plug in negative 2 inside. You have a negative 2 squared minus 3. Negative 2 squared is positive 4. 4 minus 3 is positive 1. Okay? So here minus separates those two terms. In this case, we say this polynomial is a binomial. Again, negative sign separates two terms. 2x squared is one term because all of them multiplied each other. Negative 1 is separated by negative sign from 2x squared. Then we say here is also binomial. Plug in negative 2 inside. We have a 2 times negative 2 squared. 2x on negative 2, the whole thing. So negative 2 times negative 2, you get negative negative, which is positive. So that would be 2 times positive 4 minus 1. That's 8 minus 1 gives us 7. So you do this one yourself. Okay? Fill in the middle steps. For P of x stands for polynomial with variable x. It doesn't mean P times x here. P stands for polynomial. Okay? Now, the variable now is x. Here, negative signs separates 3 terms. In this case, we say it is a trinomial. Now, plug in negative 2 here. Plug in negative 2. Replace x with negative 2. So where there were x, now put in negative 2. 3 times negative 2 squared is 3 times 4. Minus negative 2 is positive 2 minus 1. Copy it. So 3 times 4 gives us 12 plus 2 is 14 minus 1. So we have a 13. Now try this one yourself. Okay. So S of x means S is a polynomial with variable x. It shows those two are different. Okay? Now, we replace x with negative 2. Here should be replaced with negative 2. Here should be replaced with negative 2. Don't forget, replace x with negative 2, you want to put parentheses over there because this 2x squared, this 2x and the whole x. Okay? So you should have a negative 2 squared right here. Now 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 minus 3, negative 7 minus 4. Huh? Minus 4. Negative 2 squared is negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4. So negative 7 minus 4 is negative 11. Try yourself. You should be able to get that. Now, find the value of the polynomial when x equals negative 3. Here there is one example right here. Ty is negative 3 plus y minus y squared. Ty is not t times y. T stands for a polynomial with variable y. Now, minus 3 put here, y replaced with negative 3 plus negative 3 minus negative 3 squared. We know negative 3 plus negative 3 is negative 6. Negative 3 squared is negative 3 times negative 3, which is positive 9. And previously you have a negative sign. So that's negative 6 minus negative 9. You have a negative 15. Now, try yourself this one. U of R means a polynomial with variable R. So here you have all the variables in this polynomial are R's. Negative R minus 4 minus R squared. Replace R with negative 3. So it was negative R. R replaced with negative 3. So you should have a negative 3. You have a positive 3. Minus negative 4 you copy it. And then minus R squared minus R squared. R replaced by negative 3. So in this case, you have a negative 3 then squared. Okay? Negative 3 then squared. We know negative 3 squared is positive 9, because negative 3 times negative 3, you got two negatives, that's positive. So positive 9 minus 9, and here negative 3 is positive 3. Positive 3 minus 4 is negative 1. Negative 1 minus 9, you have a negative 10. So try yourself. Put details right here. Okay? So that's the end of introduction for polynomials. And then I'll see you next time.